And inside these little areas within this chamber, there are beds, bedrolls, and that sort of thing. There are at least enough room for 12 people to sleep back here.
Okay, so generals or more important people?
You get the sense
or
that
just servants?
No, you by the look of the beds and the linens, these are probably important people that might sleep back here.
But there's no like doors or anything
Holy
separating
shit, that
these
bed's
rooms.
big. And it's big in a way that suggests that a large creature slept here, and it looks like the bed is a little bit kind of like, it's like bent down in the middle.
Mine.
Cool, very cool. All right.
In one area, it's really Spartan, and you were just kind of checking behind the curtains, and then your magic actually triggers something, or your detect magic. There's a very simple area with a simple rolled-up bedroll, and the bedroll itself is magical. It's giving off a minor conjuration, minor abjuration. What's that?
Okay.
I bet it's mimic.
All right. Keep going. Dude.
Okay.
But as we're going into room to room, Lemmy's gonna hop and touch these stones.
Yeah,
if I
you
touch
guys
these
can start
stones,
turning
do
them
I
on.
just touch it?
Yeah, you just touch them, and the
Yep.
lights turn on.
Okay. So keep going to this room. First here.
Against the wall to the left, there's a dais upon which sits two throne-like wooden chairs, one larger than the other. The large one is carved from dark wood and features drakes along the armrests. The smaller one of the two chairs is adorned with carvings of bird heads along the armrests and a peacock's tail along the backrest. There's an odd assortment of benches, chairs, floor mats, and stools strewn haphazardly throughout the remainder of the room. Dust covers everything.
Okay. Any magic in this area?
No, but I'll draw some like blocks for the two chairs, the two big.
Is there
chairs.
magic off the torches?
Yes, the torches are radiating the same magic. You already identified these last time you were in here. They
Right.
are continual light torches.
Yeah. No, I just wondered if they're too much to confuse me or anything. But that big chair here, does it look like the size of whoever was sleeping in that big bed?
A large creature could sit in it. A very large, medium-sized creature could sit in it comfortably.
No magic coming off them.
No.
Okay. Does it look like there's any indents or anything on this chair? I was flying around it, not touching
Yeah,
it.
give me a perception check. It looks like all the other things were kind of arranged in a semicircle or a circle.
Okay. 34.
You do find a hidden compartment in one of the arms, the right arm of the chair.
Okay. Look, Rick, or Uker, can you take a look at this? Or any of you, really. There's some hidden compartment here in this chair.
I take a peek.
Okay. Yeah.
Search for traps, though, first.
You could-
who
you
would
could-
trap his chair?
You could see where you can open up the side of the arm and like it's got a hinge.
Okay, I'll search for traps.
Lemmy's gonna look around the back.
I roll
fly
a
around
natural one, so don't tell me.
he flies around the
open it up.
back.
You don't see any traps.
14.
Click. You click it open. You're gonna open the. What's in the
Yeah.
box?
I'm assuming it's like M&Ms.
Nothing, you're so stupid! Nothing better than mixing 7 with Japanese game shapes.
Okay. There's a rolled up.
Hey, coin armor up.
A roll of vellum, tied with a bit of a string.
And Teldil. Hello, guys.
There's also a dagger of Voslandic design.
Are they radiating magic?
Both the vellum, the part that you can't see, kind of inside the tube of vellum, yes, it is radiating magic,
Okay, Lemmy's gonna pop so he can see it.
as well as the dagger.
Okay. Eberron, Some magic items for you to identify.
Are they safe yet?
Lemmy flies away.
Ukra will
Yeah,
poke
why
him.
don't you find out?
Ukra will poke it, like move him around inside the compartment, like just flick him with his finger.
Yeah, don't.
Okay. Oberon casts his own detect magic, and he's looking at it. All right. A simple dagger enough, but still, it's a Vostlandic design, and they certainly know how to make their weapons. He just takes the dagger and he puts it in Ukra's hand.
What size's dagger is it?
It's a medium-sized dagger.
It's a medium-sized dagger, and this is a large chair. All right. The vellum, is that a spell? Is that a scroll?
He gingerly takes open the thing, and he opens the scroll tube, or the scroll.
Ukra's gonna go boom, boom.
He gives you a look of great annoyance. He then casts a spell, which if you make your DC 17 read magic check, perhaps I won't even tell you what is on this.
Okay, Lemmy goes and casts read magic.
I believe I just identified them without having to read magic because I'm an alchemist. So what does it say? Because I don't need the spell.
You need the
You still need to roll
you need a
spellcraft, I
potion.
think.
You need a potion you can do that with. You can't do that with regular stuff.
I don't know if I need a spell.
Like scrolls, you can't do
I
that
think
with scrolls.
It's just potions, dude.
It's just potions.
Is
You
it
can't
just
do that with
potions?
scrolls.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know you're right because I don't use scrolls. It's great. Oh,
So read magic.
spell books I don't need to roll for.
Whoever sat in the throne room here thought it would be handy to have a +1 Vostlandic dagger, which gives a +1 to the confirmation of critical hits. It also confirms that Vostlanders came here, or at least they had interaction with the Vostlanders. And I don't know, if you were kind of the king of the castle, would you want a heal scroll at your ready?
That or a teleport.
It's a heal
That's a
scroll.
heal scroll.
Nice.
All right.
Caster level 11.
Wow, should I just put that on my character sheet now?
Well, there's multiple divine casters, but yeah.
Lemmy's gonna look for a flyer on the back, see if there's any carvings.
Again, the design of this place, it's almost like the furniture has been taken from like 3 or 4 different cultures. It's a smattering
It's
of
all
furniture.
over the place. Okay,
It's
got
all
it.
over the place. It's like the place was built and then somebody moved in their shitty furniture.
Okay, I'm moving people again.
It may not have been the original
That's funny.
the original stuff. And that's the same feeling that you got from the bed chambers. It's like, oh, we'll just put up a bunch of bronze posts and separate them with tapestries. Oh, you're gonna go to the next one?
Yep.
You find more beds. Again, whoever decided to live here decided to carve up what might have been opulent living spaces into like many smaller chambers. Another dozen
it.
people could probably live here on the bedding that is provided. There is
Go
a slight magic to the air that might be keeping moths or
Like the curtains are still good.
yes.
Got it. Okay, head south.
Okay. You actually come to a room that might be fun to spend time in. This chamber has many tables, chairs, a few shelves. Some of the tables have game boards and pieces on them. One such table sports a complicated multi-leveled chess-like game board made of crystal and glass. This room is well suited for recreation and relaxation, maybe for informal gatherings. And there's this really curious table of green felt with holes kind of punctuated along the sides of it.
Are there any books?
There are a couple of books lying around this table. I did describe. Yes, there are
Lemmy looks
shelves
at
with
these
books.
books.
Okay.
Lemmy peruse the books.
So here's the weird table,
Okay.
and then there's a chess game that you don't really understand, some sort of multi-leveled, like elaborate chess game, and then there are other seats and tables along the wall. It's dominated by a large kind of like common sitting area where you can sit and drink.
Yeah. Yeah. Books?
Okay, Lemio picks up this green book. It's really, really fine paper. And a really bizarre script inside.
It says Natural Geographic. Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch!
Alright. Remind me to look at this. O'Brien, can you take a bunch of these books? I'm going to cast Comprehend Language later on, so I can then read some of these scrolls. So the things that Lemmy's going to fly and try to identify with Comprehend Language is the waste room,
Okay.
that with the buckets, the bath, the
Uker,
books.
you recognize a Go set.
Abra Mistral Vort.
Alrighty.
No.
One of our players has lost his mind.
Exactly. He's been transported back in
He's
time
lost
like
his
3
shit.
days.
He's lost
No.
his shite.
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah, you
Alright.
you see a Go, like somebody knows how to play Go. This is from your world.
I see.
This is Fugazija. I'm going to start looking for a crafter's mark.
A crafter's mark?
Yeah.
So you look around. Yeah, on the bottom of the board, there's a slight inscription that actually is a crafter's mark written in low dynastic.
This is Fugazija.
I'm still not sure what he said, even with the communication stone, says Oberon quietly.
I think he
It's from
identifies
his
as...
world.
It's from his world, he's
Space has
right.
got collections of things from all different worlds. Even the statues in that one room there. There's 4 gods, all from different pantheons.
I'm starting to think that the guards and the
Oberon
barracks...
lingers for a while looking at the weird 3-dimensional chess game. I wonder how this works.
Lemmy's going to do an in check.
Sure.
I'm like,
What is the question? I don't know. You can make random insights.
how do you figure it out?
Okay.
How does this game work?
How does it work? And D20 plus not that much, but let's see what happens. 6. Lemmy keeps his mouth shut.
It just must be checkers, is really what you're saying. It's just like a really complicated checkers.
It's just you play 3 games of checkers at once.
Right.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's clearly Pogs. Pogs.
Right.
Fascinating. 4 people can play this game at once. Oberon's like he's discovered the board game of board games for smart people.
We move along.
Okay.
Does he join?
No, he's interested in the weird
Okay.
game he's never played before.
Head back to the center.
This chamber that is just to the north of you is as odd as the other one was interesting. It does look like it does look like somebody created like a fire pit with benches all along the sides of it. Again, it looks like the benches were added after. And definitely the ornamentation along the what we'll call the Hall of Many Faces. These
For no
ornamentations
particular
are
reason.
not part of the original construction. This large hall has dozens and dozens of stone-like carvings of lifelike faces and masks that line the walls. Some do appear to be a great age, while others are damaged and suffer from wear. Others are merely dust-covered.
Okay.
Dozens and dozens of faces.
Now, are these dozens and dozens of faces carved in, or are they material that's been put on the walls and then carved?
You gonna go look at some of the faces more closely?
Yes.
Yes.
Give me an appraise or a craft sculpture check. Also a knowledge nature if you're curious about them.
So knowledge, nature, and
I'll help you.
appraise. So appraise.
I don't help you.
Loker
So
can help you with
appraise
the
is not 20, 27.
Okay.
For the Natorb. Same thing. Doot. 9. Or 11. Because of...
Okay, the appraise check of that high is that there are almost as many different artists and styles here as there are faces.
each of these was done by a different artist. Look at this, look, Rick. The way he did the nose. Because actually, Lemmy has a woodworking.
What, an
craft
art degree?
woodworking.
Holy shit.
Well, I
What a
mean, you can
waste.
kind of like. Well, it's not the same. It's not exactly the same thing. But
I know, I'm just giving me a hard time.
You know what I mean? So he's kind of
Yeah,
looking at it from
exactly.
a woodworking
For
perspective.
all those that have a BA in fine arts.
Oh, no.
Well,
Sorry for those who are watching that have BA in fine arts. We're a bunch of engineers. So.
Yeah, we're really sorry you wasted your time.
I was trying not to go there.
No comment.
being the only one with an engineering degree, I was trying to find
Only your
that one
characters
statement
can be
there.
assholes,
It's one of
guys.
those that's
Unless
Don't
you're
feel too
teaching
bad.
fine
Actually,
arts.
there's only
in which
one
case-
engineer. We're kind of pseudo.
Don't feel too bad, I have no degrees at
your
all.
pseudo,
So.
pseudo-tech.
Yeah, tech user.
I'm just a priesthood. Just remember the priesthood of the technological.
Okay, so Marty, detect magic on this fire.
We just did
And
the
is
same
it-
thing
is
that a
it-
bunch of artists would do. It's like, oh, I'm a painter. I'm a musician. And like I'm a mime. You know, like that.
Right? Yes.
Is the fire producing heat?
This is an
so.
actual place where you can light a real fire, and it looks like benches have been aligned along the sides of sides of this building. Kind of, this place gives you a feel of somebody tried to make the Hall of Faces feel like a gathering place, like in one of the Vostlandic drinking halls.
Got it. Okay.
Um,
Let me keep moving. Oh, Ron, you come in?
and then, Isilden, what did you roll for your knowledge of nature? Mark?
Oh, he didn't help. He rolled an 8.
Okay.
Actually, one thing, Marty, I'm looking at races.
Okay.
What are the races that I see here?
That's actually what your roll of 9 was. All
Oh,
I'm
okay.
going to give you is that there's probably half a dozen races depicted here, but you rolled poorly. So you're seeing a lot of
Yeah.
individuals' faces. You're just not
You
really
have
sure
rolled
from
poorly.
like, hey, are
Okay.
those pointed ears elf or half elf, and you're just not sure.
I'm starting to think that this place, the barracks and the armory, we're here to protect the people that are in here. Not to protect something going out, but something from anyone coming in. So we're gonna head down here and start heading this side. Oh, Brian, I suggest you join us.
Even be.
Gets killed. I don't want to hear anything about it.
Well, you might hear screaming, but I'm sure it'll come to an end. I mean, if he's
Last
killed,
time
right?
he just turned to stone.
All right.
How much trouble can he get to? He's just
Lemmy
playing a
comes
game.
to this edge.
Okay.
Like, when you get to an edge.
Certainly fine.
You look around the corner.
Yeah.
Again, there is water that is visible from your light on either side, to the north
Okay.
and to the left, or to the north and
Good
the
deal,
right.
good deal.
The north and the south, and then there's
Oh, Lemmy's gonna go all the way to the top. See, because can't see it. Let's give up now.
Do. What
left,
you gonna do
left,
when you're...
left, left. Keep heading north.
this fountain has a very chilling feel to it. Lemio, you're getting moderate necromancy coming from this fountain,
I start summoning first circle spell.
and the depictions along the statuary, the kind of like the grim gargoyles that are kind of near your feet that are pouring water into the fountain, have a very ghoulish underworld feel to them.
I'm casting a first circle spell.
Summon spell, sure.
Summon, yeah. I'm summoning an eagle. I was gonna take a dive.
You summon the eagle and make the first level eagle go into the pool.
Yep.
Okay.
Caca, I hate you, caca.
It takes 4 necromantic damage the first round.
Okay. I tell it to get out and go to the other pool, the other end.
Okay, it takes 5 healing.
Stay in the pool.
Okay, it flops around in the water a little bit.
Okay.
Then 36 seconds later, disappears.
Yeah. I let it actually do this. I want to see if it can gain the benefit of healing more than once in this water. So let it go back to get damage, then go back to get healed, then go back to get damage, and go back to get healed. Like, can it just keep doing it?
No. It no longer gets damaged and no longer gets healed. Well, you can't tell whether the healing works. But...
Got it. Okay. Fascinating. Perhaps it will work once a day on something? So you can perhaps...
Maybe if you are a mummy with your organs in jar, you go over there. And if you are not mummy, you come over here for bath.
Interesting. Start moving north. I start detecting magic again and give it 3 rounds.
Yep. You enter into a place that has the slight smell of death. And
Okay.
Isilden, you see that there is the skeletal remains of a very large bear. This brings back memories. The reason why you would instantaneously identify this is that you've already done combat with a skeletal bear in your formative years. Go back to episode 4, I believe. Episode 3, 4, something like that.
Was not awesome.
I think, who was the first?
It was John was episode 2. Isilden's backstory was episode 3.
Yes, and then Adam, and then me. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. No, Adam was second. Isilden was third.
Third, yeah.
So he's fourth episode. Anyways,
episode 4. Okay.
Good episode. Good episode.
Detect magic.
There was no magic coming off the skeletal bear, although it did seem to be... There seemed to be little candles and things around it.
Are they lit?
No, they'd gone out, like burned out, kind of burned down candles and perhaps some offerings.
Got it.
Left around this bear carcass.
Okay. Let's see. Now I'm gonna head more north.
All right. There are 2 sarcophagi, simple ones.
Closed?
They're both closed, and there's an inscription above one, but not above the other.
Okay.
The inscription is written in Volslandic.
Okay.
And says,
what does it say?
"Here lies the bones of Trothan Barthum, he who sang the grace of Bahamut in life. May the Platinum King forgive him, and let his soul find oblivion."
Regalith, can you detect evil? Just out of curiosity.
I will do a focus detect evil on the sarcophagus.
Well, both if you could.
Oh no, Logric and Lemmy
one-
are in the way.
No, they're evil!
No, you're not picking up any evil from the...
That's
And the
probably
other-
a good thing.
What is a Bahamut?
Good question.
Knowledge, religion.
Sure.
I'll try that too.
The name sounds strong.
19.
Or 23.
Yeah, let me
That's
just
better.
send Mark a note as to what it is. Lemio, you recognize it as a dragon god. Mark, yeah, you can use your player knowledge to describe what it is.
Bahamut's not just a god of dragons, god of good dragons. Justice and all. I mean, you got your good dragons and your bad dragons, and Bahamut's the god of good dragons.
Excellent.
Right.
Ones that don't eat people on sight and burn their homes down with giant eye things.
So,
Are you alright there, buddy?
Sour!
Yeah.
it is
And the other
Tien dragon.
crypt looked like it's the same design of cut stone.
Mm-hmm.
There is a space that has been cleared in the stone, like they were about to make the inscription, but it was never made.
Okay. Interesting. Keep heading south. Past the water of Nasty. And going to this area.
Okay.
Right of necromantic pool.
Yep, I'm just going to open up a very large area because you're probably going to swing through all of it.
Yeah.
Good.
Ooh. Ooh. Holy crap, son.
Good thing these torches are magical, or I would have questions about who comes down and lights these torches.
Why is there always light here?
There might have been the reason why
You're shooting my electric bill through the roof.
I always thought it was funny in Skyrim when you go down into the Nord burial grounds and you find all the Drugar, and there's candles everywhere. What are they doing?
Torches are lit.
There are many side alcoves as well as prayer rooms that are chocked full of a myriad of religious idols, holy symbols, unholy symbols, prayer mats, prayer beads, prayer wheels, and other items of religious significance from many pantheons and cultures.
Detect magic. This is in the prayer rooms here, right?
Yes.
Anything for Yggdrasil?
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
And then give me a knowledge religion.
27 and 18.
In a dominant place placed within this temple, there is a symbol of Yggdrasil.
That's the tree one, right?
Now,
That's right.
in front
That's
of
cool.
Yggdrasil, there's a bunch of idols of, like, Zeus and the other Vostlandic gods. Or not Zeus, sorry, Odin and the other Vostlandic gods.
Yeah.
But it seems to be that somebody has made this very large wooden panel of this beautiful tree of Yggdrasil.
And that's in the center?
It is in the center.
And the rest of this is also prayer rooms.
Yeah. What was your knowledge religion check?
18, I think.
This location, as is, even with the evil symbols and the good ones and the neutral ones, is a cleric research location for up to 3rd level spells.
Excellent.
And a paladin research place for up to 2nd level spells.
Can learn some spells here.
With your
Fucking awesome.
with your 18, you also know that the evil areas are contained in their own alcoves, and you don't have to go and visit them if you don't want to. But knowing that something is evil is also just as useful as... it's a useful, research mechanism.
Yeah. We can learn to... we can get some spells from this thing. This is excellent.
Yeah, so I'll just make a note that reminds you. It is, however, not a druid research place. So cleric, 3, all alignments, research.
I'll settle for the
And
planetarium.
paladin 3, or paladin 2, I guess obviously lawful good, but...
Yeah. And these are more prayer rooms.
Yeah,
right?
they're all grouped throughout, like various pantheons, chocked full of things. You might also be able to use this place to identify what gods are, or what alignments the gods are via association with other gods.
Okay, Lemmy's going to make sure there's nothing hiding in this corner of the good pool.
Near the southern area is more of an infirmary.
Oh,
These are prayer rooms versus this is an infirmary.
okay.
There
Checks?
There are places to place the sick and injured. Detect Magic reveals that there is a single scroll of Cure Serious Wounds. There is a Masterwork Healer's Kit with 10 uses still left in it. And 12 Blessed Bandages, which are essentially...
Stop bleeding.
oils of... what is the rising called? Stabilize.
Okay. Well, I think we should start splitting some of this material up. But knowledge... are there any, scalpels or, I don't know, anything to be used to heal?
There isn't... again, you
Like
get the sense that somebody has passed through these places before and taken things.
Got
Like,
it.
it's not totally pristine.
Yeah. But is there like an IV, for instance? Do you know what I mean?
No, there's nothing.
to
there's
do
nothing,
actual heal.
There's nothing technologically advanced like that.
Got
here.
it. Okay, that's what I was like wondering if there's anything that, because the game room had stuff that's really weird, so I figured maybe this has some weird stuff.
This place looks like it was looted much more than the game room was. However, the game room was missing a lot of, like, the smaller things that you could pick up and take away.
Got it.
Yeah.
3D puzzle. Cube. Okay, let's.
As
let's
you
go.
pass through the fountain of life, can you give me a knowledge religion?
Planes?
Knowledge religion.
A
Okay.
knowledge planes would work too.
I'll give you religion first.
I'll try religion.
Natural 1. Give you
16.
planes. 10. You suck.
What was the
16.
highest roll?
16 from Azzy.
Ozzy, you would think that the pool is somehow connected to, and there are little cherubs that are all around this, and they're kind of like spouting out water, and apparently somebody had a bit of a sense of humor because one of the cherubs peeing in the pool. The pool that is surrounded by the happy cherubs, it does have a connection to the positive energy plane. Or at least the magic that is in the pool is kind of like the same root as healing magic.
Hey, Lemmy, you think the healing properties come from the positive energy plane?
Let me scratch
Or
his head.
not,
Like,
whatever.
I'm not sure. Possibly. This place is fan. I mean, there's light coming out of that stone. There's non-rotting food here. Like, Lemmy's like, eh. Have we seen any like bugs or rats or anything like that here?
Nope.
Nothing.
The only ecosystem that you've sensed is kind of confined to that arboretum area.
Was there a water source, by the way, in that area?
Yeah, there must have been.
There must have been. Okay, fine. Positive, very, very likely Azaldin. I'm not sure. Okay, let's go get Oberon. Try to figure
Oberon
out.
is actually kind of like following you guys. You realize like he eventually left the game and he kind of followed. Yeah, I guess you find Oberon looking into some of these storerooms when you guys are walking by.
Okay.
It
All right,
appears that
Oberon.
there are people of many crafts that lived here. And
Indeed.
then I get the sense that there are people that lived here long ago and then more recent visitors. Some of the workstations are terribly untidy, he says. Almost like that's like the worst thing ever.
Agreed. Okay.
You walk back into the chamber with the moaning well, kind of...
Yeah. Let's go over here. Let's start figuring out how to work this bloody thing. The first thing I want to do is use comprehend languages to see if I can read any of these bloody symbols. These, you can. Do you agree with me, Oberon, Low Creek fellas, that you can change the symbols and look at different planets?
It might be the function of this.
Maybe you can go to the planet.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so let me re-describe what you're looking at. So
Yeah,
you're
and
looking-
welcome all
so
the
that
new
big-
viewers.
That big gray circle is basically a statue of Atlas, and he's got a sphere on his back, and currently the sphere is animated with magic to look like an actual world, and some of the players or the characters recognize the world as this world called Crucible. And you can see the cloud formations of the world slowly moving around, kind of like you were looking at like a satellite weather map of the world, and it's incredibly detailed. Along, kind of like a arm brace for a globe, there is two points coming out of the poles, and there's this metallic-looking fan that kind of flanks one side of the world that Atlas is not on, and there are 6 or 7 symbols that are along the side of the fan.
And we recognize those 7 symbols as some of the 7 symbols in the other room, in that huge wheel. Right?
What's that?
We recognize those 7 symbols here.
Those 7 symbols that are along kind of like the side of the globe, you did find them along the big
Over
wheel,
there.
the big disc in the other room. Yeah.
So, So, Ebron, do you think what it's like a name, or maybe a location, like by like coordinates? You know how to navigate, or
Interesting. It sort of looks like a language, although it's sort of like an old carving form.
I cast comprehend language. Psh.
All right, let me open up a.
And then Lemmy says, "Give me a second." He's gonna fly very quickly to the places he wanted to read, like the wheel by the pool, the waste room, the what was the other place?
Okay, I'm going to open up a Word file because you're now getting into. I think you want to know what the symbols are.
Yeah. So yeah, I can't remember what the third place was. Oh, the books. He's got some of those books with him, right? I told him to get some of the books that he found. So this is gonna last for 60 minutes. This one lasts for an hour. Is comprehend language personal?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't cast it on anybody else. Crap.
Okay, so those are the first two, and then we've got.
Where are you creating this? Sorry.
I'm sharing it with the viewers and not you guys. Give me a second.
Oh, okay. Sorry, dude.
Oh, Marty, we need the information to make a decision.
Yeah, I'll share it with you in a second. They get to see me constructing it.
Okay, so let's not look at Mib, is what you're saying? Or, I mean, Twitch?
Yeah. Endless, infinite experiences. You can mix and match any concept with any concept. You can take any basic rule set. You can pull it into a space game, fantasy game, hybrid, vampire, rom-com, whatever you want. You date movie.
That's right, Thomason. All you gotta do is keep the illusion that you're in control and that there's a system and there's consistency behind it, even if there isn't, and there never is. But as long as they think that there is, it works.
Okay. So how do I share this? I'm going to share it to you via VC. How about that?
Okay, I see that. So those are the 7 that we see are on the... Okay, so I did state that I'm taking like 3 or 4 minutes, or maybe 3 minutes, I guess,
Yep.
just to fly to the different spots to read what they say. The pool wheel, the waste thing, and then back to these guys.
I still just see movie.
You still see Booby. Is that like the two dots beside each other? Of course, Uger, the 20-year-old sees boobies.
Oh yeah, there they are.
Zubin sees boobies.
I mean, knock it off, Uka. This is serious.
Alright, so we've got... And what Lemmy's wondering, because I've got a bunch of languages, what Lemmy's wondering is, are these symbols representing words, or are these symbols representing alphabets that make a word? Or are they numbers? Or are they moon cycles, perhaps?
You use comprehend languages and you're not getting specific
So,
words.
are you using comprehending languages now? Or are you going to go run and look
I've
at
wor-
the symbols and then come back?
Well, I'll fly, look at the other symbols. I'm just reading what they're saying, right?
Okay.
So-
show me which one. It might be important in the order of operations. So.
The pool. I'll go see the pool first.
So you go to the pool first. You're flying by yourself.
Yeah. And then I'll cast... Oh, wait. I drop 2 light stones. Or not 2 light, like there's a wooden one.
again, says Lokirk.
Why not? Hey, I don't want to die. So
Remember
to cast
your spells this time.
yeah, so cast light on the wooden peg.
And then how are you seeing?
Me?
Yeah.
There's light in all the places that
Oh,
we've
right,
come
right.
to.
Okay.
So cast light on a wooden peg, cast light on a stone. Stone means, if that goes out, means come find me. The wooden one means come find me. Yeah, they mean the same thing.
Okay. So you go and fly to the pool first, is what I heard you say.
Yeah.
And you're going to read the symbols on the thing. These symbols do not look like the symbols that were on the fan around Crucible.
Different language.
Give me a linguistics check.
Okay. Where the hell is this linguistics? There we go. Hey, is Peachy still here?
Yeah, my DM notes are kind of like 2 or 3 bullet points, and I prepared those ahead of time.
Okay.
But there is a mystery going on here that they're trying to crack, and it's kind of like we've gone into puzzle mode. So.
Okay. 14.
Yeah.
14 for linguistics.
Okay. Yeah, they look like a different language. And you've cast comprehend languages now, and you're looking at this.
Yeah.
Okay. The left-hand side says frigid.
Oh,
The middle
other
one
is...
says tepid. And
The other one
the
says
next
hot.
one says warm.
Got it. The waste disposal.
Mystery solved.
Yeah.
It is currently set to tepid.
Got it. Let's go to waste room.
Okay, so this one is in the same language that's on this wall.
Okay.
And you see that there are instructions. It says, warning, danger, pull
Okay.
lever to disintegrate.
Holy shit. Caca.
Don't call it.
All right. Apparently, that's very important to know.
You found
Okay,
their
good.
waste disposal bin.
They are
Or
sending it
their
to hell.
execution chamber, one of the two, but it does seem
Yeah.
like a bunch of chamber pots and buckets and things that are all around here. It does feel like waste disposal.
Okay, Lemmy comes back. Well, I'm glad we didn't pull the waste lever. Apparently, that lever disintegrates whatever you put in
Okay.
that spot.
With your comprehend language still running, you can see that these symbols
Yes.
have
that's what I'm looking
bizarrely
for.
changed into letters.
Okay.
And I'm going to start filling in the letters that you now see.
Do it. Do it.
So the first one, and of course this is not a language, so
Lemmy starts. Lemmy's going to.
it's LRMR.
Yeah. He's saying these to Oberon. This one is LRMR. That one is.
DDL.
That one is DDL. Anyways, he says whatever you're writing.
No, that's fine. You can repeat me.
I can't. I'm still waiting for the DM to write it. Hold on.
Oberon's writing this down in one of his books. TDD.
That one says TDD. Note the order of them as well. I assume if we change them, I don't know how.
This
but
one is RTDT.
the fourth one is RTDT.
This next one is LRMT.
Then it's LRMT.
The next one is RTDT. My favorite robot of them all.
RTDT. And the last one. We're almost there, buddy.
Sorry,
No, it's all good, man.
These are hard to parse. I've got like a bunch of them. It's the line and then the bump.
You
and
didn't
then
just
the
pick like a
upward
wingding
slope.
font.
So R is that, T is that, circle is D, T is that, /. So last one is T in that letter.
Thanks.
No problem. It's a half circle. Half circle is
Where is it?
R or M. So something M something T.
Yeah.
Marty, are you sure the fifth one is correct? I think the fifth one's wrong.
This one is SMST.
Look at the fifth one. The fifth one's wrong.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What's the last letter?
LRMT.
Is that correct? It's a backslash. Everywhere else, a forward slash is a T. Lemmy's wondering, did they screw up their language? Or am I reading it wrong?
Oh,
Do you know what I mean?
You are right. Holy crap. Okay.
XP.
typo.
This is LRMF. I copied and pasted.
Oh, that would have made this real difficult.
All right, DDL, DDT. You scroll up, please. LRMR. All right, now Lemmy's gonna fly his ass over to the other side and start. Hurry up already! And he's gonna go over here and start looking at the wheel.
Okay, so
So he's gonna basically make the alphabet. He's gonna start writing the alphabet down. It's like circle is this, flash is this, this is
okay.
this. You know.
So let's describe this again. There is a indentation in the ground, upon which rests a disc, and the disc is just fitting in. It just fits inside the indentation, like on a shelf, a few inches down. But it is only it's only about 1.5 feet wide. It has various sections on it, with one of each of these weird runes on it, and you recognize some of the runes around the disc. And now you want to decipher the entire alphabet, is what you're saying.
Yeah, we've already got about 10 or 15 of them, something like that.
So I'm going to open up a different
I think
file.
we left it with the lid closed just in case the creepy dragon thing.
Yeah,
came live.
Yeah, we weren't
Yeah.
messing with that.
So there are other details. The indentation looks like it's like melted glass and melted stone further down in the disc, and one of the creatures that looks like got melted into it is this red dragon that's kind of melted and coiled and looks like it was in a great amount of pain. And nearby there's a melted floating glass dragon eye, the same eyes that Isildan were plagued with during the fire. And then there are other bodies that seem to have been much older and melted like candles into the stonework, like a great amount of magic or heat happened here. And this disc is really large, and it's wrapped in canvases, and you can't see all the symbols at this point in time because it's been wrapped.
Oberon, I think I know how this works.
And if you want to see what like the arrangement of the characters around the disc are, that's the arrangement with the big circular thing.
Guys, I think I figured out how this works. These creatures look like they're just on top of each other, right?
Yeah.
If I think what you can do is you can pull creatures from what you're seeing over there, and they appear in here, and then there has to be some trigger to burn the shit out of them.
Why would
So
you
you
do
can-
that?
Because
That look on your face. Why the fuck would you do that?
no, Lemmy's really excited.
And then
It's you can
And then the
study
heavy
them.
stone lid you guys had lifted out of here and kind of awkwardly put in this groove, and it doesn't quite fit the groove perfectly, but it's leaning
But-
against the far wall.
But
Yeah.
but he goes. It's so that you can study them. I mean, it's not the best theory in the world, but
Study by burning?
no. But at least you can see what they can do. I'm assuming if you cast anything on this stone here, it'll bounce right back.
Could you remove the... Oberon kind of waves like he's not going to do any of this work himself. The elf kind of goes, could you remove the canvas so we can have a better look?
I'll pull the canvas off.
Okay, Uker, the canvas is stuck. It's like somebody wrapped it around this big heavy metal ring and then like put the ring into this hole. Like you have to
I'm
lift the
gonna-
ring to like rip the canvas off, but
I'll first tap on the thing like it's drum first, just to check
Okay.
to see if it can catch back.
It makes a very distinct metallic sound. Ding, ding. And Uker, you've been kind of playing with, I'm gonna say this is gonna sound funny, hard objects lately.
Oh, yes.
He's making
No,
us
no,
so happy.
you've been lugging around stone that's harder than stone. You get a
Yep.
sense that this metal is really tough.
We know it's mithril and something else. Mithril and
The
steel, I think.
dwarf had a hard time appraising what the metal was.
Can I appraise it?
Give me an appraise or a craft magic arms and armor. The DC is 50.
I rolled +7, not 20, 27, but I still don't crack it.
No, what you do is you deduce what it isn't. It's not mithril, it's not adamantine.
It's neither mithril or adamantine. Is this something else?
I will wedge my fingers in, and I will blow another mythic point, and then I will try to pop it up so that I can...
The disc itself weighs 36,000 pounds.
You can do
No
that
problem.
just to wake up.
Yeah.
He can.
Luker
Oh
lifts it
yeah,
up and-
so to viewers,
and now he's
Euchre
standing
is
there
strong
at
as
his
fuck.
full extent, and he's got this ring. There's about 1.5 feet kind of metal going all the way around, and it's got sections with symbols on it. Okay, now what?
I will hold it with one hand and hold it.
Okay, now he's showing off, and he's kind of like, he looks back at Lokrik, and Lokrik's smiling. He enjoys the fact that he's got the Hulk on his team.
yeah, he's got the Hulk.
And he starts stripping the ancient feeling tarps. They kind of rip away really easily with a normal person's strength.
Marty, I'm gonna fly over to it and cast
Throw
light
it,
on
yeah.
the object. I'm gonna cast light
Listen,
on
this is
the
Alex,
object.
man, welcome to the chat. Same with Oliver Cat. I've got so many windows open that I didn't see you guys for a while. I had my DM view of map tools. It was disguising the chat. Sir Thomason, always a pleasure, sir. Peachy, R2D2 thing, yeah.
Marty, I'm gonna cast light on it. Nothing.
Just light up.
No, it doesn't accept your magic.
Okay.
Ah! Wait, that's not good.
So anything that's in there will have to force itself out.
Uker's going to kind of wedge his feet and bear hug the ring,
Okay.
and he's going to walk over to the wall with it.
Okay, so he's wrenched this ring out. It is a perfect circle. It has some width to it. It's about this big. It does look like the absolute bottom of it might be a little bit more flat. It's rounded and it goes flat. Give me an int check, Uker.
Okay.
Light on its back. Easy to pick up.
12.
The width of the bottom of the ring probably fits the indentation in the floor.
Oh.
Which indentation? This one?
Yeah, the one that this didn't fit in.
Wait, I'm sorry.
I put
I'm
the
sorry.
lid here, and the lid didn't fit. Right?
Okay, I'm sorry. Where's the lid right now?
The lid is actually leaning awkwardly against the wall, kind of partially in
Oh,
this.
and there is. Sorry, I misunderstood. There is another disc in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ring.
Yeah.
Oh shit! The ring. It's okay. It's
So
just
this
okay. So
is a
question.
big stone circle, and then he's lifted out this gray part, which is the metallic ring with sections in it.
You could move this fucking thing out of the way.
Well, he's got the
Place-
ring now, and he kind of rolled it out, and it feels heavy against the stone, and it's making this really. Do you remember in Lord of the Rings when they were in the Hobbit hole and they dropped the one ring and it kind of didn't bounce and it just sort of
It went kung.
it went kung. That's the sort of weight that this disc is giving off as you're rolling it. Like, it wants to be stable. It wants to be a thing. It is really present. It would be a weird way of describing it.
Everybody go to other side.
Marty, quick question: Is
Mm-hmm.
this thing malleable? This metal down here?
This is an indentation in the floor. And
But
it's
is it-
slightly rounded?
Are there any inscriptions on it at all?
Nope.
There's no inscriptions anywhere in this room, other than that ring.
Correct.
Okay, that's fine. Lemmy's going to get away. Where's the ring itself?
Okay. Uker, now
It's
that
over
you've
here?
lifted it out, there's one side of this thing that doesn't have any inscriptions on it. All the inscriptions are on a single side.
Oh, like either the inside or the outside.
Yeah.
So they're
the
on the
top-
inside, I assume.
Picture it as a flat disc with a hole in the center, and the hole's really big.
So are the symbols are on the inside?
Perhaps I'm doing
Oh.
a poor job at describing, so I'll draw.
It's a washer.
It's like a CD.
There's
It's like,
edges
it's
on
like a gigantic washer. Thank you.
Sure. So
There is no
Okay.
inside and outside of a washer, though. So you have to decide if they go up or down.
you mean it's on one side, or I thought you meant like a ring, like it's written
This,
like a
this
ring.
is the thing that you're playing with. The gray is metal of an undetermined quality. The space is
dark
empty,
gray is space,
and it
right?
has some thickness to it. And then this thing is divided in a bunch of sections.
Similar to what's the drawing up here.
Kind of like, and each of the sections has a symbol on it. I'm drawing really
and
shitty.
And the writing is on. You're saying the writing is on this side.
Yes, it is on one
I
side.
understand,
On the
sorry.
back side, it's not on it. And if you want to know the arrangement of the symbols, I've included an image that shows the arrangement for the sections. But it actually looks more like a nicer version of my shittily drawn.
Uker's going to shoot Lokrik to the side of the...
Oh, okay.
Because Uker is going to try to lean the ring up against the wall.
Okay. Yeah, it kind of rolls around a little bit, but you end up finding a place where it's
Semi-stable.
It's stable, yeah.
When we're over here, we pop the lid up.
Yeah, the lid doesn't weigh as much as the metal thing. It was only
Yeah, no,
about
this-
10,000 pounds.
Right, the lid is absolutely no problem. That metal thing is actually kind of hard without having
Welcome,
to cast more spells.
viewers. Emitsaba.
And then you drop the lid into the hole.
And everyone else.
I drop the lid in the hole.
Okay.
Whoop.
There's a loud noise, and you have to give it a kick because it didn't perfectly go into the hole. But it now is covering the hole, and it's basically flat.
Then I go get the... Little one, there is big thing being moved.
Caca!
The bird out of the way.
And then I'm going to go
Then you
wheel
pick
the
up
ring.
the ring and you put it into place.
Put it into place with the symbols facing the room.
Okay. It fits perfectly into the indentation and then sits. You can still see the runes along the bottom.
Oh, Lemmy's a bird, if for those who are wondering, and why he's talking is because he's one of his mythic abilities. That's why I can talk as a bird. Sorry.
Alright, so
people say, "Fuck."
you're now looking at this big ring thing.
Iker, how easy is it to turn? No, actually, never mind. Lokrik, how easy is it to turn? It's like, it's very easy. No, it's not. The hell out of the way, you crazy asshole.
36,000 pound metal thing.
We're lucky that it's still standing with that stone. Someone knew what they were doing.
He goes over and he has a look.
Seems pretty good. Nice fit.
But you see what I mean? Like, I'm trying to understand. Is there any etchings on the ground here that says like, this is the spot, or this is, you know what I mean? Like,
Nope.
anything on the ground at all?
No.
Okay. Lemmy's gonna go and touch one of these symbols. He's gonna touch the first symbol on the first symbol, which is LRMR.
Okay, so yeah, you basically, Oberon and you have been writing down the symbols. Here they are. I'll share this with you in VC as well.
Also, Marty, quick question. The quick question I have for you is, when you put it in the indentation, some of the symbols are covered, right?
No.
Nope.
Oh, they're all
They're
visible.
far enough up the ring that they're not.
Okay, so how high is the tallest one? Is it like 15 feet?
This whole thing, I believe, is 20 feet in diameter, and then the width of the ring is 1.5 feet.
Is there a ladder?
No, there's no ladder in here.
Fuck. Alright, here's figure out this.
Uker pulls out his long spear
Okay.
and holds it up.
Alright, Lemmy's gonna start. He's gonna touch one of them.
Okay.
One of the symbols.
He touches a random symbol near where he can reach. Bink. It's
And then-
smooth. It's actually